Tourism was on pause because of the coronavirus, and it's only slowly picking up. We're a long way from the levels that would normally be expected at this time of the year. Fewer people are visiting, meaning less money is coming in. Retailers are hoping the amount of money going out towards rent may be reconsidered.
We obviously got the help in the first quarter that the government did a 50% reduction on pressuring the landlords to help. What is important to note that these costs are still there. They're going to be there for the next quarter and the quarter after that. The problem we have in Gibraltar is that our models are based on a high footfall of people into Gibraltar. On the current situation at hand is that we can't afford these rents.
I would say at the moment, and July, August, September are really our best months. We're doing 10%, 15% of what we normally do. Government has helped as much as they can. I would have been happier to see the rent waiver being 50% still for the next 3 months rather than 25%, but every little bit helps. But the point in Gibraltar is our overheads are very high. Rents run into thousands of pounds.
It's unprecedented times. We're running at minus 47% progressively. There is no way that we can afford to pay the same level of rent that we have been paying in the past. We want to work with our landlord and agree a fair rental going forward, and a fair rental that can be of benefit both to us to keep Marks & Spencer here in Main Street, and also obviously for the landlord so he gets a fair income for his property.
I think that the relationship between a tenant and a landlord is like the relationship between a husband and a wife. Both have to be happy. And I think that this is where I think that the tenant would need to have a conversation with the landlord, and the landlord has to be understanding, because they know that there's no business. Business is down by 40%, by 50%, by 60%, by 70% in certain cases.
Being in an upwards only rental position is just completely unsustainable. So our biggest challenge, our single biggest challenge, is absolutely renegotiating with our landlords.
Renegotiating rent is unlikely to be easy. One possible solution is turnover rents, which could see retailers paying more rent when the amount of money taken in a particular period is higher, and less rent when they bring in less cash.
Based on what you turn over in a fair manner, you would agree a percentage, and it will be on monthly, quarterly or yearly reports, and the landlord would win when we win and help us out when we lose.
Let's put it this way, a landlord is a landlord if he has a tenant. Yeah. If he hasn't got a tenant, he's no longer a landlord. So he has to understand that, and I think tenants also have to understand that they have to be reasonable in what they ask for. And I'm sure that if both sides are reasonable, there will always be a solution.
Retailers remain optimistic that trade will pick up, but some difficult conversations with their landlords may be necessary.